Heyo! Welcome to another episode of AyO with AyO. Today we have the CEO of Gabby Tasty Treats with us. I'm going to let her introduce herself. We're going to go through the journey of her starting a business. We here at the Big Mark Podcast, we support and are excited about Black entrepreneurship. So I'll kick it to you.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me here. My name is Gabrielle McClendon-Griggs, and I am the CEO of Gabby Tasty Treats.
Gabby Tasty Treats. So what is a Gabby Tasty Treat?
It can vary from cake, chocolate-covered pretzel, cupcakes, chocolate-covered strawberries, almost any treat that you can think of. I'm willing to try it. I'm not going to say that I'm going to stick to it or it's going to be on my menu, but I will at least try it once to see how it works out.
Okay, sounds good. So Gabby Tasty Treats is solely based on baking?
Yes.
Okay, so we're baking, you said cakes, and what are the other things that you bake?
Cupcakes. I do red velvet truffles, which is a highlight that everyone seems to like. I also do chocolate covered pretzels and chocolate covered strawberries. I also do chip bags and things of that nature.
Okay, so these red velvet truffles, you said that's one of your hot commodities.
Yes, it is. I've actually had a fight break out about some red velvet truffles. It was insane. I didn't even think that people would like it like that, but that has been one of my top sellers.
You had a fight breakout behind them, Joe.
Yes. Yeah. It was insane.
Yeah, you put your feet in them truffles that day.
I guess so.
Yeah, you put your feet in them truffles that day.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So if you don't mind me asking, have you been baking your whole entire life?
No, actually, it became a passion of mine after I got laid off from my job that I worked for 20 years, 6 months, and 2 hours.
That sounds like a prison sentence. That's how people who go to prison say how much time they done did in the joint. 20 years, 6 days, 2. So what was that job, if you don't mind me asking, that you did?
I actually was a claims examiner for a veterinarian company where we solely did claims for veterinarians and their families.
Veterinarians?
Yes.
What? I just found out some new information. I never knew you did claims for a veterinarian company.
Yeah.
That was something new. How many people knew that? This is crazy. I'm 36 years old. I didn't know this.
Yes, that was our sole client was veterinarians and their families.
Now that's crazy to me. Okay, so you do 20 years at the company. They lay you off. Do they give you like some type of package to go somewhere else, or were they just folding the company completely?
Well, they actually just folded the company actually moved to Wisconsin, Green Bay, Wisconsin, and we were, offered, but I'm not going to Green Bay.
Okay, so you get laid off, offered to go to Green Bay, you turn it down, and then you get into baking. So when did Gabby Tasty Treats come about, and where did you come up with the name?
Actually, I didn't start Gabby Tasty Treats right away. Once I got laid off, I was doing baking and stuff for my women's group, and they was telling me, that I need to take it a bit farther. And so I officially launched it on April 1st of 2017. And it was because I just liked it. It brought me joy to see people reaction when I handed them something and they was like, oh, wow, you actually made this. And it just brought me so much joy to see the expression or how happy people were when I presented a cake or cupcakes or whatever it was that I presented to them. They would, be astonished that I made it. So, and that would bring me a lot of joy to see the expression on people's faces.
Okay, April 1st, 2017. You almost got 9 years in the game, huh?
Yeah.
9 years in the game. So what are some of the adversities that you have found in being a baker with this Black entrepreneurship? Like, as far as equipment, do you have another space where you solely go and bake, or are you doing this from home? And I don't think you said how you came up with the name Gabby Tasty Treats either.
Actually, an acquaintance actually came up with the name. It was first Gabby G Tasty Treats, and I took off the G and kept Gabby's Tasty Treats.
Okay. So somebody helped along the way with
right.
With the development. I'm pretty sure a lot of people help along the way with development of Black entrepreneurship.
Right.
So what are some of the adversities that you faced?
Well, I'm actually solely a home baker. I mean, I would one day like a brick and mortar, but right now I only work from my home, and it's a little challenging, especially with your family there, and they want to be in the kitchen when you're in the kitchen. So they've learned now, though, when they see me working to, not come in the kitchen as much, but it's still a challenge working from home.
They've learned not to oh, they don't get to sample. I remember my grandmother used to make cakes. We used to want to lick the spoon and different things like that. They don't get the opportunity to lick another spoon.
No.
Huh? Well, that's good. That was a trap question to see if you were sanitary or not. I'm glad
absolutely
you
not.
passed that test. Okay, family. Well, we know we can. Ain't nobody licking the spoon at Gabby Tasty Treats, so we know we can buy some tasty treats.
Yeah.
Okay, so have you ever had anything go down on you? You're based. I know you do delivery. So has your car went down, a refrigerator, stove, anything went down on you?
I actually did. My refrigerator went out on me right before Thanksgiving, and I had a really big order to do, and it was insane, and I had never experienced that. I had all kind of treats and stuff in there that I had to get out and remake because they basically melted.
Wow.
And you can't give away melted treats. Who wants a melted treat? Who wants a melted cake? So, yeah, I had to remake all that stuff. And while my refrigerator was down, my sister-in-law allowed me to use her refrigerator for the time being.
Oh, see, now look at that. I mean, teamwork make the dream work, they always said, man. So that's good. So you had your refrigerator go down. Has your stove ever went down on you?
Actually, it did.
You just breaking down everywhere.
Actually, it did. I want to say a year after the refrigerator broke down, then the stove broke down. But it broke down where I didn't have a huge order to do. So I was thankful for that, and I got it fixed right away.
Okay. All right. So you got your 2017 start. April Fool's Day. That's kind of crazy too.
Yeah. Also my grandmother's birthday.
Okay. Your grandmother's
my mother's mother.
Okay. Was she the inspiration behind baking? Did she do a lot of baking?
Actually, no. It was my aunt Ruby Lee. She was actually the big baker. She did wedding cakes and all type of stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay. And I take it that these people are based out of Chicago?
No, they're actually based out of Arkansas. Wynne, Arkansas.
Wynne, Arkansas.
Yeah.
That sounds like a very small city or town.
It is.
You probably look and say, hey, that's Wynne, and look away and you're out.
Yeah. You better not blink or you're going to miss it.
What's the population of Wynne, Arkansas? Let's do some homework, guys. What's the population of Wynne, Arkansas? Okay, so they're out of Wynne, Arkansas. You say your aunt, she did a lot of the baking, so that's where you got the inspiration from. Is there anybody else who inspired you to bake?
Actually, my own mother, she did a lot of baking as well. her specialty was German chocolate cake. I'm just now really getting into making and perfecting the German chocolate cake. So that was her big thing for the holidays, and sweet potato pies and stuff like that.
Sweet potato pies, German chocolate cakes. What they make on Thanksgiving? I'm trying to think. Caramel cake.
Yes.
She do any lemon meringue pie?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So she had the works.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. So you gain inspiration from your aunt and your mom. So what is your big thing? Like, what is it that you like to make the most? Like,
What I like to make the most is cupcake cakes, because there's no structure and structuring that I have to do with cupcake cakes. I mean, they can be simple but complex. I mean, because sometimes they don't come out looking exactly how I want them to look. But most of all, they're pretty easy to do. So that's my joy or whatever, doing cupcake cakes. That was my start when I got started, was doing cupcake cakes.
okay, so what was the first dollar made for Gabby Tasty Treats? You probably don't remember the exact date, but I know you say you launched in 2017. So you get your first order. Like, what was the first order of Gabby Tasty Treats?
Actually, my first order was some shoe cupcakes. And I did, of course, you can't, shoes come in a pair, so I had to do a pair, and that was very interesting. So that was my very first dollar made, or very first order or whatever, that I did that for a client for shoe cupcakes.
Okay, so I'm trying to picture, like, was it like a shoe that you built up, like standing up, or was like it was laid down flat?
Actually, it's the cupcake, and then a cookie goes inside of the cupcake for like the sole part, and
Okay.
then another, I guess you would call it like a pencil cookie, goes under that for like the heel. So it's like a high heel
Oh, it was a
cupcake.
high heel cake.
Yeah, high
Okay.
heel cupcake.
Okay, so that was the first dollar made. So you said you enjoy making the cupcakes. You said they're simple but complex.
Yes.
Okay, so my question is, are you taking a class for this? Do you offer a class? Have you sought out help as far as doing this, like I'm saying, like with a class, or are you offering different things like that? Are you willing to teach people to do this type of baking?
Oh, teach. I don't know about teaching, because of my, I don't know, is it OCD or whatever. If people don't catch on as fast as I need them to catch on, I don't know that I'm a teacher.
I don't think OCD would be that. I think that would probably be like being like impatient or something. Like
Right. I don't know that I'm a teacher.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a learner, because I watched a lot of YouTube videos to get here, and then also I took I guess you would call it a wedding cake class last year or whatever, because I definitely want to move over to doing wedding cakes for that's my next step up. So, but I did take a class last year on doing that.
And how was that experience?
It actually was pretty good. It was a small class. It was like maybe 5 or 6 of us or whatever, and she didn't have to help me as much as some of the other people, because I mean, I'm a perfectionist, but there was another young lady in the class that was truly a perfectionist, and she just didn't like anything that she was doing. And I mean, I've always been told that I'm not my customer, or I'm not my client, but I think I am, because if I don't like it, then why would somebody else like it? So
Right, you don't want to sell a product that you don't like.
right.
Like you were just talking about with the refrigerator going down in your
Right.
home, and the things melted, and you said you had to remake them.
Yeah.
If the client I feel like even if the client may have seen it and was like, oh, this is just fine, I don't think you would have given that
No,
product out anyway.
absolutely not.
Yeah,
Because
because
my name is stamped on that.
right.
And I don't want you taking pictures and then showing it around. It's like, oh, that came from Gabby Tasty Treats. No, it didn't. Ditto. Don't do me like that. So no, I'm
So
not gonna give out something that I would not want myself.
right. So Gabby Tasty Treats is a brand name.
That's right.
That's a product. You want to
That's
stand
right.
behind it.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, that's cool. So you mentioned wanting to move forward with wedding cakes eventually. Have you dabbled in wedding cakes at all?
I actually made my first wedding cake last year. It was a 2-tier, chocolate on the bottom, 6-inch, and vanilla on top, 4-inch. And I actually delivered it. Um, that's when you notice all of the potholes. Every last one of them. But it made it there in one piece. I was so happy with myself. I mean, I jumped around and clapping, and I was extremely happy with myself. And it turned out amazing.
That has to be very fulfilling.
It was.
Just doing something that you know that you want to do, getting it done. You're driving there and you see there's potholes everywhere. That's the adversity. And you're thinking, oh, this cake is going to be messed up by the time I get there. And it's not. Yeah. And then, boom, you get there and the customer love it. You love it.
Yes. Yes. They actually was celebrating the anniversary, and they made mention that they didn't get a chance to taste their first wedding cake. So
you made them a second one.
Yep.
And you bringing dreams in the home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are there any other things that you do besides baking?
I actually do parties or whatever, because I like doing that. When I first started, I always said I wanted to be a one-stop shop. You know, you come to me, you get your cakes and your treats and all of that stuff, and I can plan your party. So that's was always was my goal to do when I started Gabby Tasty Treats.
So to be a party planner.
Yeah.
I'll plan your party. I'll do the cake. I'll bring the treats. I'll bring the candy bags. One-stop shop. You just come to me, tell me your idea, and I'll make it come to life.
That's right. That's exactly right. Yep.
Okay. So, what are some of the parties that you have done? Or right here, these are some of the this is some of your creations as well.
Yes.
We at the Big Mark Podcast, we thank you for the trinkets, the gift. We'll put something up so you guys can see it better, but it does say the Big Mark Podcast on the front. That's our logo. It's a photograph of me, Chris, and Meals on the back, also with a mic, and it says leave a mark, a big one. And it has Black business on here and the nutritional facts and the things that comes with it. I like how you say sleep 0%, passion 100%, hard work 100%, focus 100%, and creativity 100%. We definitely thank you for that. And this is also a cake that you've made. So Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yes.
So do you have any specials coming up for Valentine's Day or anything like that?
Yes. Actually offering the $50 one layer 6-inch heart cakes for $50. That's tax and everything included. That includes the glitter that you may want, or the words, and of course the buttercream of your choice of color, red, pink, white, for Valentine's Day.
Okay. So you got the Valentine's Day thing coming up. We were getting into the party. I kind of switched gears a little bit. I apologize for that. So we were getting into the party aspect of it. What are some of the parties that you have done? And you do the decorations, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so you do the decorations. Do you enjoy decorating as well?
I do. I actually I love decorating and creating different things. I don't buy a lot of decorations from the store. I usually hand make most of my decorations. I look online and show me how to do it, and I usually do it. my father always had the motto of why pay somebody of something you could do yourself. So, and I've always took that to heart. He was talking about one specific thing, but I always took that to heart for everything that I do. Why pay somebody when I can do it myself?
Right. Okay. So you doing these parties, the setups. What comes with the setup of a party?
What comes with the setup of a party is, because I just did a Western party last year, and I did the cake, I did cupcakes, I did wallets, I did chip bags like these, um, red velvet truffles because that was his favorite, so I had to come through with the red velvet truffles. So, and the centerpieces for Western theme and backdrops, yeah, all of that.
Okay. So, so you enjoy the whole party planning aspect of it. So that really brings you the satisfaction
Yes.
of somebody giving you an idea and you bringing it to life, and the joy that it brings them brings you joy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
As far as like we're going through the party aspect, and I know prices may vary, so I don't want to get into prices and we nail you to one specific price and then everybody think that they're going to get a specific price, because I know prices may vary. You were just talking about the hand craftsmanship that you're doing, so people aren't just paying for the Gabby Tasty Treat name that we hope will blow up soon, or sooner rather than later, but they're paying for the hands-on work that you're doing.
Yes, the experience.
The experience, the care, the perfectionist, the professionalism, you being a perfectionist and you looking at things, and if you don't like it, you're not going to present it to others. So that's where your prices come in at. I know you said that this cake is $50, so we're going to nail you in with that price because
that's a Valentine's Day special.
Okay. All right. Okay. I tried to get you again. And she passed the second test. We thought we was going to get all one layer cakes for $50, Jack, but that's a Valentine's Day special now.
Yeah.
Don't hold her to it. She said it's a Valentine's Day special.
Yes.
So you got your Valentine's Day special. You want to move into wedding cake soon. So what all you're doing? Every type of party, birthday parties, kid parties.
Yep. Engagement party, retirement party, little kids party, you name it, that's what I want to try to do.
Okay. And then are you looking, you said you're looking into possibly a brick and mortar soon. Are you looking into like an event space where you could possibly do something like that?
I actually was it was a couple around and inquired, but nobody ever really got back to me. So I've put that on the back burner for right now. But hopefully in the near future, to get a venue spot that would be really nice.
Okay. I think we've covered a lot as far as this goes. Tell these people how they can follow you and how they can contact you as far as getting a Gabby Tasty Treat.
I'm actually on Instagram and Facebook under Gabby's Tasty Treats, and also on Pinterest.
Pinterest, and it's Gabby Tasty Treats as well?
Yes.
So everything is
Gabby's
under
Tasty Treats.
Gabby's Tasty Treat, one word?
Yep.
Could you spell it out?
GABBY '(S) TASTYTREATS.
All right. Gabby Tasty Treats on Instagram
and Facebook
and
Pinterest.
Pinterest.
Yep.
Okay. I think we've covered a lot. You've told the people how to follow you. Do you have any message to anybody that wants to get into baking or just being a entrepreneur, period?
Well, I would say, do it. I am a self-proclaimed introvert, and if I can do it, you definitely can. I mean, I have a motto: do it scared, because I do it a lot of times scared. I mean, and 9 times out of 10, it usually turns out pretty good. So I say go for it. I mean, it's only up from here, and I mean, at least you'll have that experience under your belt. So, and you can say, I did that.
That was a beautiful message. We here at the Big Mark Podcast, we thank you for coming out, sharing time with us. Myself, Chris, Meals, Eva, and Aisha, we definitely thank you for coming out and sharing this with us. I hope you're leaving some of the things so we could try it.
Definitely.
Thank God that
Yes.
you're leaving a few things. So
Chocolate covered strawberries.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for leaving some of the things so we can try it. As always, this is AyO with AyO. You can follow me on Instagram at General_Pharaoh, and I'm Anthony Owens on Facebook. We here at the Big Mark Podcast. Thank you for viewing this interview, and let's run Gabby Tasty Treats up. And as always, leave a mark, a big one.